I'm sure you're very talented, but you're not gonna be following your dreams. Some fantasy.
Forget everything you've ever learned about acting. Do you remember it well enough? Do you remember it well enough to go there right now? Open your eyes. Welcome back. Look at me. Do you hate your father?
Yes.
Do you hate your father?
Yes.
Do you hate your mother?
Yes.
What will you be remembered for? A bad TV show you did when you were a child? Losing a Tony Award? And a scandal! You should be so proud!
Hi.
Hey, how are you, sir?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Greetings from Las Vegas.
Greetings from Los Angeles.
You're just next door.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you for joining me today to talk about your film. Yes.
I'm happy to. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, Yes began as an off-Broadway play. Is that correct?
It did. It did. It was off-Broadway in New York, on and off for about 4 years. We also took it to Detroit, then back to New York. Yeah. So it was a play, a two-person play.
And it had tremendous success. Were you surprised at its notoriety, considering the subject matter?
I was really shocked. It's because, the first time we did it was in a festival. It was just one of those play festivals. I wrote the play in 7 days, and it was a play festival. I never expected it to get such amazing reviews and to have a director come see the show and say this needs to be a movie. I never expected any of that. I just wanted to write a story about two people and the human psyche and shine a light on something that I had dealt with in the past, and never expected it to go as far as it's gone.
Yeah, because they always say write what you know or what you experience. So, without getting too personal, I'm sure that you had an experience with something along what you've written.
I haven't had that exact experience, but I've definitely had teachers who were inappropriate or told me or hard on me, telling me I'd never be good enough. So I look at this as an homage to every teacher I've ever had, both the good and the bad.
So it's kind of like a whiplash version of acting.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I had a lot of inspiration from Whiplash.
And, exploitation of young actors has always been a taboo subject for Hollywood. It's been going on for decades, with Paul Peterson back in the 60s and him doing an organization that looks out for child actors. And HBO had a documentary on, with every child actor going on and with Corey Feldman. So it's very topical right now. So it seems, your play is an incredible allegory to what's going on and shining a light on this.
Yeah, I didn't really expect that. 6 years ago, I guess, when I started this project, it wasn't as relevant as it is today. It's always been there. It's always been sort of a dirty secret in Hollywood, Harvey Weinstein and all of that. And he's just one of the biggest, Corey Feldman, as you said. A lot of things started coming to light as we were doing the play, and especially, and once we started filming the movie, even more started coming to light. And I had somebody on who's involved with the film. I don't remember exactly who. Maybe one of the producers say, "Is this the right time to do this film?" I said, "Yes, this is exactly the right time to do this film."
Yeah,
I've had people thank me.
Against you, yeah, people who were against you while you were making this, or even during the play, now coming shaking your hand, right, for shining a light on this.
Yeah, I just had a friend the other day who was abused as a child, who said it was hard to watch your film, but you shed a light on a subject that doesn't get talked about too often, and I really want to thank you. You really helped me.
And finding the right lead for the motion picture, taking America's sweetheart from Modern Family.
I know.
I mean, tell me about, he had to have read this and thought, I'm going to shed my Modern Family image. I'm moving into adulthood. I need to get a different, challenges, because, Daniel Radcliffe from Harry Potter has done that. Every child actor who's serious about acting seeks out this kind of material to show that they're much more than their child persona. So tell me about meeting Nolan, about how he accepted the role. I mean, that had to be a story in and of itself.
That is, and it's definitely exactly as you said. I had heard him say on an interview that he wanted to do some drama. And I said, "Ooh, okay, good. Let's see if he'll want to do this script." Our director, Rob Margulies, worked with Nolan actually when he was very, very little, maybe 4 years old, on his first short film. And so they had that history. And once Nolan got the script, he liked it. His agents liked it. His manager liked it. His publicist. It had to go through such a phase of so many people before we were able to say, before he was able to say yes. It had to go to 20th Century Fox, who owns Modern Family. And they had to read it and sign off on it, which I'm still surprised they did, because like you said, the show, he was a sweetheart, and everybody, and the show was still going on at the time. So I'm actually surprised they said yes, but they did, luckily.
You must have had so many sleepless nights. I feel for you about all this hinging on him.
I remember the day that I was told that he was a yes, and he was gonna do the movie, and I was so relieved and so happy. I think I cried, and then I flew out to LA to have dinner with him and just make sure we gelled, and we right away, instantly, we had chemistry.
And so you took your film around the film festival circuit. Tell me about that experience, the reaction and that whole world of film festivals.
It was the best. I had many months of nonstop traveling, and we went to LA and Orlando and Nashville and Beaufort, and wow, we went to so many places: Niagara Falls, Palm Springs, Glendale, and Jersey, New York, obviously. We did the film festival circuit, and we did it up. We also played in London and stuff. I didn't actually go to the one in London, but I did play in London and played in Finland. So we did international ones as well. Traveling was amazing. Seeing
you were
different
lucky
audiences,
because you got this in just in time.
Just in time. I know. It would have been. I would have felt horrible if it was this year. I feel horrible for people with movies and film festivals right now, because everything is virtual. And I know the film is still getting out there, but there's something about the connecting with the audience and talking to them afterwards that's really special. And that's what it was amazing. I mean, our crowd reaction was so positive, and I was so nervous that people were going to really hate this man, my character, because he does a lot of things that aren't so good. And I thought people were going to be maybe.
It's a tough film to watch.
Yeah, it's rough. It's dark. So I thought maybe it'd be too dark, or maybe they'd be offended, or but nobody said that to me that I heard of. I mean, there's maybe a couple of film festivals we didn't get in because it was a little bit too dark, a little bit too offensive, but the audiences who saw it did not feel that way. And most people actually felt for Patrick by the end, which was sort of my goal. I wanted people to feel for him.
With such a heavy subject matter for your film, what's next for you? A little something lighter, or a comedy maybe?
No, I'm in LA right now shooting a movie called Bobcat Moretti, in which I play an MS patient who lost his family in a tragic accident. And he finds himself again through his late father's sport of boxing. So I'm actually here in LA right now, finishing that up. Here's my boxing gear. And I have today is our last day of shooting the first part of the movie.
Well, congratulations on Yes. You're a brave filmmaker, and hit me up when your new film's done. I'd love to talk to you again about your next film.
Yeah, we're shooting phase 1 now, and then we're taking a year off because I need to lose a lot of weight for the second part of the movie. And so maybe in about a year, we're going to finish off phase 2.
Well, congratulations, and come visit us in Las Vegas. We'd love to have you.
I love Vegas. Yes, absolutely. Thank you.